Hi everyone, my name is Chase Mitchell and I'm honored to serve as the Secretary General for the 61st Midwest Model United Nations. In the decades since MMUN began, we've never had to adjust to the realities of a global pandemic and its related complications. Our goal remains the same. We want to ensure that all of you have the highest quality educational simulation possible. We're confident that the changes we have made for this year will ensure that quality, and, with some help from the rest of MMUN's steering committee, I'm excited to offer you a sneak preview of what you can expect at MMUN 61. This year will be MMUN's first fully virtual conference. We will be hosting all committees on a platform called Gatherly, which is a new digital platform that was developed in part by Model UN alumni and that can provide an experience very similar to what we would provide in person. Delegates will still be able to give speeches, ask questions of one another, and make motions during formal session. When outside of formal session, delegates will be able to walk around a virtual room, form working groups, and negotiate in caucuses, just as if they were together in person. Head delegates and faculty will still be able to observe as well. Our staff is already being actively trained on facilitating MMUN on Gatherly, and we will be releasing instructional videos for delegates and advisors on how to use Gatherly in the near future.
Greetings, delegates, faculty members, MMUN 61 staff, and anyone else watching. My name is Lachlan Swanson, and I am the Undersecretary General of Operations for MMUN 61. In this video, I'll be addressing some of the operational changes we're making to the conference this year, including delegation size and composition, committee changes, and alterations to the writing process. We're really excited to be using the platform Gatherly for this year's conference to ensure that our attendees can stay as safe as possible during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the platform does have some minor limitations, including a maximum huddle or caucus size. For this reason, to ensure that each caucus is filled with varied representatives, we are keeping a limit of 1 delegate per committee room per country. While this is normal for many schools, some schools have historically sent 2 delegates to each committee for a variety of reasons. We anticipate that this change can be daunting for first-time delegates. However, we encourage schools to look at this as an opportunity to delve into a wider variety of countries and positions than they would have before. In addition, we have waived the additional country fee, so any schools that would have sent 2 delegates for 1 country can now send 1 delegate each for 2 countries at no additional cost. We are optimistic that this will expand the perspectives present and offer new opportunities and experiences to our delegates. One of the other major changes we're making is to the committees on offer this year. While we have historically offered 9 committees, 3 or 4 General Assembly committees, depending on UNEA, ECOSOC and 2 of its subcommittees, and 2 Security Council committees, we are reducing the number of committees this year to 7. While this was a hard choice for us to make, it was one made in the interest of ensuring that every room has an adequate number of delegates present, and with uncertainty for both schools and individual students, MMUN 61 steering determined that a more concentrated, smaller number of committees will better allow delegates to experience the conference in the way we intend. For these reasons, we decided to cut the ECOSOC subs, the Commission on the Status of Women, and the UN Development Program for MMUN 61. We hope to offer these 2 committees in more normal times at MMUN 62. Another major committee change is that we are conducting a modified form of our plenary session this year. For the most part, plenary session at MMUN 61 will be conducted as a formality, with the purpose only of passing the resolutions drafted in each committee. Due to the nature of plenary as an opportunity for delegates to weigh in on topics from other committees, it is less conducive to the online format that we'll be offering this year. Without the ability to congregate in the massive committee-wide groups that were typical of past conferences, plenary would provide more challenges and obstacles than offer opportunities this year. As such, MMUN will rely on delegates conducting not just the majority, but the entirety of their negotiation and writing within normal committee sessions. As with our ECOSOC subs, we anticipate a return to the plenary sessions of MMUN's past at MMUN 62. The final change I'd like to address in this video is one that many delegates have requested for some time. This year presents a unique opportunity for us to make the jump fully to cooperative cloud-based writing models, and as such, instead of Microsoft Word-based templates and submission requirements, we will be utilizing Google Docs for the construction, editing, and submission of committee working papers and draft resolutions. Every delegate will need a Google account in order to access and fully participate in the writing process at MMUN 61. We hope that the jump to Google Docs will allow even more transparency and collaboration in the writing process and enable delegates to even more fully participate at conference this year.
Hi there, my name is Lindsay Tyson and I am the Undersecretary General of Administration for MMUN 61, Midwest Model United Nations 61. And I am so excited to talk to you about the updates that we have now that we're hosting a virtual conference in February. We're so excited to have found the Gatherly platform. It was created by previous Model UNers with this in mind. We know other conferences have already been using Gatherly and are having success, and we're so excited to be able to continue having our conference, but making sure it's safe for all of our participants. What you're going to find for MMUN 61, it is more cost effective than it has ever been. Obviously, there's no hotel costs because there's no traveling. You'll be able to work from your university or from your home, wherever you have a reliable internet connection. And your delegates will be engaged with 3 days of the same rigorous learning and debate, formal speeches, informal caucusing, and they'll be able to write resolutions basically the same way they would in person. We're so excited to bring this opportunity to you again, and it's only $55 per delegate. With regard to payment for MMUN 61, nothing is upfront at this time. For our conference, you don't have to pay until right before the conference begins. For us, it's going to be a little bit sooner this year, 2 weeks before, so we can get the proper links assigned to all of your students. But that payment's not going to come until mid-January to February after we've reached out to you and know exactly how many delegates you're going to have for that particular country. You can't have more delegates than the committee rooms, but you might have less. For example, if you sign up for a delegation that's in 5 committee rooms, but it comes closer to conference and you only have 4 delegates, you're only going to be charged for those 4 delegates. And that's why we wait on the payment until closer to conference. We're really excited again. This is a great opportunity for everyone and allows really the financial flexibility of attending an excellent Model United Nations conference.